So it's just been absolutely foggy in our valley and nasty. So attempting to go out and show you guys one of our epic backdrops isn't going to happen for a bit here anyway. Whatever. It's not the main part of doing this. It's not the main point of doing this anyways. But so I'm feeding the gang here, hanging out with them. I'm going away for a few weeks, so try to get as much time in with them as I can till then. And pretty easy to hang out in the horse trailer here and stay kind of dry, and set up the camera gear. So anyway, yeah, I did that radio interview the other night. Unfortunately, I was tired. I was so tired before it even started. I'm like, how the hell am I going to stay awake for this? 3 hours. But I did it. You know, radio stations, radio interviews, they are what they are. I mean, the people that do that for a living, they're passionate about it. They love it. This is what they love to do, which is great. And you encourage everybody to do what they love to do. But one thing I think I'd like to suggest to a lot of people out there, you know, who interview people and ask the questions for the public, is to maybe possibly focus on other questions that don't get asked. You know, it seems to be the typical same old questions that have been asked for probably the last 50 plus years, right? And you know, you can answer them the best abilities you can, but it's still the same. It's still the same questions, the same route, in the same circle. But what the points I'm trying to drill across to everybody is, rule number one: there isn't a human being alive that you need approval from when it comes to this topic. There isn't one. There isn't one group, one organization you need to report to, and you need the approval of. Horses are looking at something. So that's one of the main points I'm trying to get across to everybody. Another one is, if you have had experiences with these things, on average, it's unfortunate. It's not a good thing on average. I've never heard anybody say their life got 10 times better after seeing one of these things, or being chased out of the woods, or having a rock thrown at them, or being screamed at, or feeling like there's dread and there's death looming. I haven't heard of one case where somebody's life got instantly better after running into one of these things. So what I'm doing is, I'm just trying to give my confidence and strength and support to the people who need it. That's what probably 90% of the people out there who are making a living off this topic, forming groups in this topic. I've lost a little bit of time in my life looking into their content and their videos and their pages and stuff, and it's all the same theme. It's memes, videos, look at us, donate, wear a t-shirt, grab a coffee mug. And very seldom do I see these people focusing on the grief that this topic has caused people. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing many of these people even remotely concerned about the grief that so many innocent people are experiencing due to seeing one of these bloody things. Right? So that's where I'm coming in, and a handful of people behind me. Actually, maybe I should rephrase that. Everybody behind me, which is a pile of people. I think why this is gaining so much attention through me is the majority of the population is just sick and tired of the bullshit, right? Aren't we? It's just getting nauseating. And it's time to focus on the important things, which is support for people who don't know what the hell's going on. Support for the people that have seen these things, been traumatized, and it's basically ruined a lot of their life passions. So we're going to try to fix that, support those people, and we are creating something that is going to be overwhelmingly supportive to all people when it comes to this topic. You know, a lot of people, what else can I address? One other mention, there's a few mentions I'd like to make as well. One, obviously, I like to babble a little bit. Got coffee on the go here. I'm not going anywhere. And a lot of people suggest that I get together with so-and-so or so-and-so or so-and-so who are all celebrities or celebrity types. And to be straight up honest, I need to couple up with a celebrity like I need a week-long root canal before Christmas dinner. No thanks. Celebrities and I have nothing in common. Nothing at all. They like to feed off each other, promote each other. They love to be in front of the camera and get attention. And that's not what I'm about. I'm about all of the people out there who are having an absolute bad time when it comes to this topic. That's what I'm about, obviously. So, thanks for the suggestions, but no, that's not going to happen. And it won't make a difference. If anybody could tell me how anyone could benefit from coupling up with a celebrity when it comes to this topic, I'm open ears. Anyways, sorry about the background noise. You're going to hear a little bit of tractor, probably some tractor engines in the background, the old logging truck where I am right now. Is what it is, no big deal. It's just an outdoor setting. And that's sort of like too. A lot of people said, "Well, you don't have to film outside." I can't picture. I couldn't even picture putting up a camera indoors and sitting at a table with a set of earphones on. It's just no. It's just not what I do. I'm out as soon as I get up in the morning. I'm out the door, man. And sitting in a chair indoors isn't gonna. It's not my flavor. One other thing that some people have asked is, how do you get the internet where you are? Well, just so you guys know, when I'm going through, when I get time and I'm trying to go through emails, I'll do it on my phone. And as soon as I get to an email, if somebody's reaching out, needs some support, wants me to read their story, then I'll copy that email and then I'll paste it into my notes on my phone. And then I can pull it up when I'm out here and fire away and read it. So that's what I'm going to do today. And there's so many to go through. It's like, where to start, you know? All right, what do we got? What do we got? I got so many in here. I probably shouldn't have loaded so many because now I can't. I'm having a tough time finding the one I'm after. All right, well, I was kind of tossing around the idea whether or not I should read this one because I got this frickin' logging truck in the background hammering away. It's loading up. Whatever it's doing. Bear with me with the background sounds, okay, you guys? Now, here we go. Steve, watched several of your videos, and I'm curious and interested about your project, the details of which you've not revealed. And before I go any further, I know you hate the BFRO and our leader, but don't let that color your impression of me simply because I'm investigated with them. I cannot say I disagree with many of your assessments or opinions of this organization. I'll leave it at that. If we ever spoke in person, I would expound vociferously. I've been with them for 11 or 12 years or so. I've interviewed probably close to 200 eyewitnesses and had around 70 of my reports published on the webpage. 70 out of 200. There are at least 15 or 20 others that should have been published, but were held out for what I think are reasons bordering on the absurd. In the last year, several of my reports have been scrutinized with crucial events removed before publications, and it pisses the fee-fi-fo out of me. Somebody is stuck in the 90s, but I have found a niche in which I seem to be flourishing. I do counsel and encourage my witnesses, especially those with ongoing visitations and habitations of the Sasquatch. I have actually met at least a third or more of my witnesses in person, thanks to being semi-retired and very understanding wife, and the flow of past event information is quite valuable. And my witnesses are both relieved and thankful to have their voice heard by someone who believes them. I have open invitations to come to their properties anytime, and I have taken all but the most recent up on invitations. Many of my witnesses have been affected on a deep level, and it continues to this day. Shaken to their core is an ongoing theme, and I get it. There's a lot of very good data that will never see the light of day, and it is a serious issue with me. Out of my hands, though, at this point at least, I have a very open mind as to the existence of the other attributes and powers of Sasquatch. I have seen and heard enough that my doors are mostly wide open. My personal philosophy is that if I don't know damn near everything about a subject, then I must consider almost everything as a possibility. The things I have experienced, as well as those of my witnesses, are our realities, and no one can take that away. Go ahead and try. Yes, most Sasquatch groups or organizations are mostly backstabbing cutthroats, would bend you over and give you the high hard one in a few minutes over fame or ego-soothing relief. Do you think? Everyone wants to be the one. They shit on your opinion to get a little shine for themselves. As with any things, the foul underbelly of humans is often revealed when one perceives there is something to gain. There are probably 10 or so really good investigators still hanging on to the BFRO for very specific reasons. The rest of them I would send packing. They have no idea what they are doing and are investigators in name only. Hell, if I was having a really bad day, I might set fire to a couple of them while they sleep, just to make the world a better place. Just kidding, of course, but you get my drift. BFRO has changed drastically over the last few years, and it is agonizing to be on a sinking ship. But I'm a good swimmer. Have an epic day, sir. Well, you know what? I normally do what I'm doing. I normally don't give any attention to any of these organizations at all. They don't deserve it. It's beyond me why anybody would give these guys, many of these people, attention, because it's an absolute waste of time. If for the average firing mind, you can see clear through it, And it's all about the money and the power and the fame, and that's all it's about. And the unfortunate thing about money and power and fame is it's absolutely intoxicating to the average human being. Once you get a taste of it, you can't get enough of it, then you lose yourself. And you go and you end up like the main dude of this organization, an absolute lost fraud who only cares about his own self, and that's it. So teach your own, do whatever you want. And to this guy right here, well, if you're in a sinking ship, I would strongly suggest you go jump in a lifeboat, right? Your inner self, your guts, feelings is already confirmed that for you, and is trying to direct you to doing the right thing, which obviously you are feeling troubled. Otherwise, you wouldn't have emailed me, right? Regardless, moving along. So anybody understands me? It's not the word hate. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate any organization. But what I'd like to point out is just clear common sense. I like to look at everything in a court of law. If you're in a court of law, if you're in court, the moment that somebody is proven to be non-credible, lying or misleading, they're done. They're out the door. No going past go. That's just the way it is. This particular organization, this guy's referring to, and a few other ones, have proved themselves to be misleading and not credible numerous times. So for me, they're off to the curb, they're in the garbage, you move forward. Not that I need to be a member or associate with any group anyway. Like I've said previously, is every single one of you that have had one of these direct experiences, you are instantly an expert on the topic. Whether you like it or not. It's going to be confusing as hell, you don't know what you saw, but basically nobody has the clear, clean answers for us, okay? A lot of people have a lot of theories. There are a handful of people out there there's a handful of people out there who I trust with my life, and I believe what they have discovered as true. It's a bit much for the average mind to take in, and I don't even know how to begin on how you would deliver those facts to the world as a whole. It's a little confusing, but there's going to be, as long as you never give up, there's a way, and the good always prevails, right? So there you go. There's another, thought I'd share that email. What the hell? It is what it is. But, you know, what I believe what's being lost here is, you know, like I lost a little bit of time, not too much, but I just lost a little bit of time getting sucked into watching a video last night. And there's some guy, never even seen one of these things, and he's made like a 2-hour video, and all he was basically talking about was all these other popular names online in the limelight when it comes to this topic, and just carving and slicing and dicing and accusing and demanding, and it's just such a waste of time, you guys. You guys have got to stop this, is what I'm saying. You've got to stop. You know, you've got to stop focusing on individuals. You have to. What I would strongly suggest people do is, if you have a curiosity of these things, you focus on the people who have had these experiences. You see through the BS and focus on the people who are not out here to gain anything from you. That's a big, easy one. And you have to force yourself to not get lured into arguing with someone who screams, "Prove it to me, give me a body, I want proof." Okay? If you can think rationally with common sense, the proof's in. There's ample proof to support the existence of these things. That's all there is to it. Move forward. If it's almost the year 2020. If your brain cannot wrap around the known facts, the easily shown and proven facts today, your brain isn't going to be able to wrap around the fact of these things. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to lead by example, is leave them in the dirt. Just leave them in the dirt. Leave them in the dust. You carry forward. We're at the point of time now. It doesn't matter if you prove the existence of these things to the people who aren't familiar with them. It doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't matter. The people who are in power are not going to tackle this topic. It's not going to happen. So, who do we got left? The only who you have left and who you have support from is the people who have had these experiences. That's who you need to focus on. What you do is you stick together, you help each other, you support the people that need it, and you drive forward, and that should be your goal. If your goal is just to help the people who are having a bad time with this, That's all you need. What more do you need? There's 10 people over there who are screaming, laughing, and pointing their finger at, say, me, and demanding a body or demanding proof or just flat out laughing. And there's 3 people over there, their lives are turned upside down. You got one choice. Who are you going to focus on? That's right. You turn your back on those ones, you focus on them, and you help them. That's all you need to do. And if there's other people who are curious of this topic, and it's really starting to, it's getting their attention, well, you can offer them up the facts, and it's up to them whether or not they can accept the facts or not. If they can't, oh well. If they're interested more, then come on in and take a look and learn with us. You're more than welcome. And that's what I'm doing. Again, coupling up with celebrities isn't going to do anything for me, and believe me, it's not going to do anything for you either. Arguing with people who don't believe in these things and can't accept the facts is an absolute waste of time. You kick them in the ditch, you move forward. Organizations and groups of people who are trying to mislead you and want to focus on them, and they're not even mentioning these 2 or 3 people here whose lives are turned upside down, you kick them to the curb. And of course, there's going to be 2 or 3 assholes like me who are got no problem getting in their face and exposing them and telling them to ram it up the pipe because somebody has to. And then you take the reins and you move forward and you try to assist everybody in focusing on what needs to be focused on. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. And there's a hell of a lot of good people out there, stubborn people, driven people out there who truly do care about people. And they are looking into this topic basically almost full time. And that's what they're doing. And I kudos to them and support them with all I've got. So don't be confused. Don't get too confused. I've laughed at people who, when I'm laughing and using the label of researchers, you know who I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at those ding-dongs who need the focus on them, who need you to follow their narrative money. That's who I'm laughing at. There's a pile of great people out there who are studying these things, and their full motive is to help people. Okay? So, what am I going to do now? Well, I guess, it's a soggy, rainy, shit-eating day. Maybe I will read one more story.